Howdy, it's me, Manabis. I kind of used today's art to draw a bunch of fan art all in one piece because I always want to draw fan art. It's just drawing each specific thing that I enjoy or that I like is a lot and it takes a lot of time, and then I have to decide backgrounds and I have to decide everything else around the picture. So I thought if I put them all in one picture, I wouldn't have to decide that much. I pick a bunch of things like shows and uh, things that I like to read. I picked a bunch of those and I chose a character that I wanted to draw from it. I thought of maybe doing the main characters of the shows, but I normally liked the other characters, like the villains or just characters that were not, in fact, the main ones. So I started off by drawing me, the little clown, as like a centerpiece of the thing. I don't pull it all together until like the once all the pictures are done. I sketched out three characters for a start because I didn't know how long each character would take and I didn't want to run out of time. So I started off with Chrysalis from My Little Pony because I really like Queen Chrysalis and I have like a plush doll of her and I think it's just really cute. And after Queen Chrysalis, I sketch Surge from Sonic the Hedgehog because I've been recently reading the new Imposter Syndrome and I really like their character. The one I sketch after Surge is Yumi from League of Legends. While I know it's not like a character from a show or like a book. I play League of Legends a lot and I was like, this will just be a bunch of characters from things that I'll enjoy. I changed my mind. Then after that I drew Roxy from Homestuck because I really enjoyed Homestuck growing up in high school. I read it all. I haven't caught up on any of the new stuff. I think once Homestuck ended, I read the comics that they had afterwards and I played I think the first of their games, not the dating sim, the one that came out on Steam. But I never went any further than that because it got a little confusing on what was actually the next part of the comic. But I still really enjoy it. I drew Roxy in her trickster form because I really enjoyed the trickster arc. I was debating whether I should draw the tricksters or the characters from the interludes because I really enjoyed the interludes as well, but I thought the interlude characters might be a little too black and white because I would have probably just drawn Spade Slick, and I didn't want all my other characters seem to have a little more color than just black and white. So I started off by sketching those four, and then after that I went on to the line art and did line arted them all, and then I colored them all. After I finished line arting all and coloring them all, before I got onto the shading, I realized I had a lot more time to add a few more characters. So the first character I added after that was the ally from Minecraft because I really enjoyed the cute little look of the ally and I gave him a little cookie. The next character I tried to draw was like, I wanted to add in Stardew Valley because I enjoy that game a lot. Oh, voice crackles. But the chicken I could not draw the chicken for some reason. It's just a chicken. I don't know why. The chicken didn't want to happen with me. So I was like, all right, I'll draw something else. So I decided to draw Eclipsa from Star vs. the Forces of Evil because her whole image is a vibe and that is what I'm about. I love her with my whole heart, and the fact that she's just like, nah, I'll give it all up for my big monster husband, I was like, maybe a little too relatable here. Maybe. And she was honestly my favorite character in the whole show. After I finished line arting and coloring the new added characters, I went on to shade each and every piece. I kept all the characters in separate folders that I'd be able to move them around at the end because I didn't know how I wanted to keep this piece or how many characters I'd be adding or where they'd all sit. So I just kind of drew them wherever I wanted, and then at the end I would move them all around to sit in a more hopefully cohesive pattern. If I had more time I would have added way more characters so that the page could be filled up more, but this is kind of a piece that I want to work on over time. Like whenever I have a bit of time to draw, like, and I want to draw like a little bit of fan art for something, I'll just add, like, pick my favorite character and add it to this piece because I want this piece to keep growing with all the interest I have, because I have a very hard time remembering all the things that I've enjoyed and all the things that I would like to go back to. So whenever I'm like, oh, I want to rewatch a show that I enjoy, my mind will go blank. And with this, I'll have like a cohesive thing of, yeah, you enjoyed all of these things. A few characters that I wanted to add, but I knew I definitely didn't have time for, were like characters from Monster High or Ever After High, because I really enjoyed those two series, but their character designs are very detailed and I didn't think I'd have the time to add them. Especially because I had to lay out the background and I wanted to add like something that brought the whole piece together, and I didn't know what at the time, so I didn't have the time to add any more characters. The thing that I brought all the characters together with was with my character representing me and all the things that I enjoy. Something that I do not draw enough with my little clown Sona is the fact that she isn't actually a clown. She's a clown doll and she's supposedly possessed, but she's like inhibited by a big eldritch monster, but I never really draw enough of that because I just keep drawing her as a really cute little clown. So I wanted to add her whole like eldritch tentacles and sharp bone pieces coming out of her to like bring the piece together and give it a bit of a flow, because then I could as more characters got introduced to break up the lines of characters behind me, the more characters I added, I could just add tentacles in between each layers so that it could break up the piece a bit more. Obviously I don't have enough characters to do that, so I just kind of added some shadows and stuff in the background. I feel like I should have been a little more, I should have had a little more planning when I started drawing these characters, but I was just so excited to be drawing all of these characters because when I was laying out all the characters behind the clown, they all just, I don't know, I just kept shuffling them around and they didn't seem to fit, and I wanted to show off every part of them, but that was like obviously not gonna happen because I wanted them to be layered behind all of the tentacles in the main character. But I will post each of the characters separately on my Twitter and my Tumblr, so if you want to check them out, the link will be in the description down below. But I really did enjoy drawing all this fan art without having like to create an entire piece for each of the characters. That would have taken me far much longer when all I really wanted to do was draw like a character. I am releasing this one a little late because this month is my birthday and I may have been a little behind on schedule. So hopefully I have enough time to draw myself a happy birthday piece. Eyes out for that. Who knows if I'll actually get this out before or after my birthday. I'm hoping to get this out before the actual day of my birthday, but who knows? I'm recording this a little bit before my birthday, so maybe I'll be able to get it out before then. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next month. Thank you. Bye.